You're asleep in a tent, eyes closed, muscles slack, completely unconscious. 20 feet away, a wolf is staring at you. It has every advantage: better senses, sharper teeth, the cover of total darkness. A sleeping human is, by every law of nature, the easiest meal on the planet. The wolf doesn't move. It backs away, slowly, like it's the one in danger. That is not normal predator behavior. That is not what nature is supposed to do with free food lying in the dirt. So what is the wolf actually seeing? For 300,000 years, humans slept on open ground, no locks, no walls. Sometimes not even a fire burning all the way through the night, just bodies, lying still in the dark, completely defenseless, while actual apex predators moved through the exact same landscape. By every rule of survival, sleeping humans should have been hunted out of existence a long time ago. They weren't. And the reason has nothing to do with luck, nothing to do with weapons, nothing to do with smell, or hiding, or clever tricks. It's about what happens inside a predator's brain in the half-second after it spots you. And that reaction is stranger than anything you'd guess. Let's start with the basic math. A sleeping human has no claws, no fangs, no speed, eyes closed, brain offline for hours at a time. Wildlife biologists who study wolves, mountain lions, and bears have documented the same pattern over and over on every continent where humans and large predators still share territory. Healthy predators almost never attack a sleeping human camp, not occasionally, almost never. And it's not because the human is hidden. Researchers have tracked cases where a predator walks right up to an exposed, sleeping body in the open. No tent, no barrier, nothing standing between them. The typical reaction still isn't a bite, it's a freeze, a long, uneasy stare, then a slow retreat back into the trees. That should not happen. Unless an animal is severely injured, starving, or sick, predators do not walk away from free calories for no reason. Something about a sleeping human is sending a signal. The question is what that signal actually says. Here's the first piece of it. To a predator's brain, an unidentified shape is not food, it's a threat assessment problem. Picture a wolf stepping into a clearing and finding a large, motionless lump on the ground. No legs it can see, no head it can clearly make out. The whole shape wrapped in animal hide or fabric that matches nothing in its memory of real prey. In the wild, attacking the unknown is how predators get killed. A porcupine looks soft until it isn't. A skunk looks harmless until it really isn't. So evolution wired a simple rule into almost every hunting animal on Earth. If you cannot identify it, you do not touch it. A sleeping human, wrapped in cloth, doesn't read as deer, doesn't read as elk, doesn't match anything on the predator's mental menu. It reads as unknown, and unknown means stay back. But that's only the first problem the wolf has to solve, because if it gets close enough to realize this lump is actually breathing, the real confusion is just getting started. Watch any wild animal sleep, and you'll notice something almost immediately. It twitches, ears flick, legs jerk. Even in deep sleep, prey animals are scanning, half alert, ready to bolt at the smallest sound. That constant low-level movement is exactly what predators expect to see. It's the signature of something that can be chased down and caught. Humans don't do that. Deep human sleep, especially the dream stage called REM, comes with something most people never think about. Your brain temporarily shuts off your own muscles. It's called rematonia, and it exists for one reason, so you don't physically act out your dreams in your sleep. The result is a body lying in near total stillness for hours. No twitching, no scanning, just slow, mechanical breathing in the dark. To a predator, that absolute stillness doesn't look like sleep. It looks like something else entirely. In the language of the wild, a creature that's breathing but won't react to a cracking twig, won't flinch at a footstep, doesn't look asleep. It looks dead. And here's where it gets strange. Most predators, especially big cats, are biologically hardwired to avoid eating anything that's already dead. Carrion carries bacteria that can kill a predator just as easily as it killed whatever it's looking at. So if the lump looks dead, predatory interest should disappear completely. But if the predator can tell that you're alive, breathing steady, heart calm, and you're still not reacting to its presence at all, that's not a dead animal anymore. That's something that isn't afraid of a predator standing 3 feet away in the dark. And that's the moment everything flips. Because in the predator's world, there's only one category of creature that lies perfectly still, breathing slow and even, completely unbothered by an apex hunter nearby. Another apex predator, something that doesn't need to run, because it has nothing to fear. There's one final layer that locks this conclusion in: smell. When a human is awake and senses danger, the body floods with adrenaline and cortisol, the chemical signature of fear. Predators can smell it from yards away. It's practically an invitation to attack. But a sleeping human, deep in REM, has the exact opposite chemistry running through their blood. Adrenaline crashes. Cortisol drops to its lowest point of the entire day. The body smells calm, unbothered, almost untouchable. So picture everything the wolf is processing all at once, in a few seconds in the dark: an unidentifiable shape, no defensive movement, a stillness that doesn't match anything it knows as sleep, and zero fear scent in the air. Its brain runs the only explanation that fits every single signal, and the answer it lands on isn't easy meal, it's something I should not test. You are not safe in your sleep because you're hidden. You're safe because, by a complete accident of biology, your sleeping body performs every signal a wild animal has ever associated with raw, unchallengeable dominance. The same stillness that should make you the most vulnerable creature in the entire forest is the exact thing convincing a 700-pound wolf to quietly walk away. For most of human history, we assumed our greatest weakness was the 8 hours a night we spent unconscious in the dark, completely unable to defend ourselves. It might have been the opposite. Somewhere out there tonight, an animal that could kill you in seconds is going to look at a still, breathing shape in the dark and back away. Not because it's afraid of your fire, not because it's afraid of your tent, because its instincts are telling it the same thing they've told every predator on Earth for hundreds of thousands of years. Leave that one alone.